guys, I wanted to do a comparison video for you today on the Jujube Be Classy versus the Jujube Be Prepared. The Be Classy is Jujube's newest style of diaper bag, and the Be Prepared is one of the older styles. It's the largest structured diaper bag that's offered by Jujube. The Classy that I have is on the left. It is in the Blooming Romance print, and the Be Prepared on the right is in Fuchsia Blossoms. I have the Be Classy all packed up for a 3.5-year-old and a 1-year-old. I'm going to go over the features of both bags in case you're unfamiliar with either, and then go over the carrying capacity. I'll move all the stuff that I have in the Classy to the Be Prepared. As you can kind of already see, the Be Prepared is a much bigger bag than the Classy, so it's obviously going to hold more, but it's kind of nice to get a visual of how much more it holds, especially if you're trying to decide between both of the bags. So I'll go over the features. This is the Be Classy. It has 2 tote handles that are non-removable. They're a rolled style, which I actually really like. I have very narrow shoulders, and I find that this keeps the bag on my shoulders much easier than the older style, which is, we'll call the floppy style of tote strap. It also does come with a padded messenger strap that, as you can see, I have not used yet, but that's another option. So those are your 2 carrying options. There's no grab handles or backpack straps. Here are the D-rings on either side where you would attach the messenger strap. In the front, here's the mommy pocket, this whole pretty much front of it. It is double zipped, and it does go all the way down to the bottom. On either side of the Classy, you have these zippered bottle pockets, which are really nice. The only bad part about these bottle pockets is you are limited on height. They will hold a wide variety of bottles or items, either left to right width or in depth, but nothing super tall. In the back here, tilt it down some, you have a zippered change pad pocket. It does come with a memory foam change pad that I do have in there. I do not use the change pads, but I do have them left in both bags just for the sake of comparison. And then there's also a zippered cell phone pocket right above that, and this is the new style pocket offered by Jujube, so it's very deep. It pretty much goes all the way down, so it'll fit a lot of your bigger phones. Here's the other bottle pocket, and that's it for the exterior features on the Classy. The Be Prepared honestly looks quite similar. It pretty much just looks like a giant Be Classy. Also has the tote straps, as we already discussed. They're the floppy kind, and they can be tucked in. Here's the change pad pocket in the back, and this does come with a super large change pad since it is a bigger bag. You can tuck these straps in. Here is another pocket where you can either just keep the strap or something else. It's kind of a useless pocket, but you could use it as a catch-all, and it does have a snap closure. And then the front mommy pocket is very similar shape and almost size to the one on the Classy. It does zip pretty much all the way down. The interior does zip also all the way down. Kind of opens similar to like a Starlet or a Superstar, where it has like that D opening, so it'll open very wide. Here's your D-rings for your messenger strap. The bottle pockets are also kind of a closed system, just like the Classy, but you do have a little more option on height, since you can just keep the flap up, so you're not really limited. It'll hold something wide, deep, and these are insulated. I'm not really a fan of these style bottle pockets, but they are kind of nice for keeping something contained within there. I prefer more of an open style, but that's just me. And that is it for the exterior features. I'll go ahead with these side by side. You can kind of see the difference. And it's hard because the Be Prepared is sort of floppy right now, since I don't have it all the way packed up. That's snapped. So you can see the Be Prepared is obviously much wider. It's actually only a little bit taller than the Classy, maybe an inch or 2. And I have these kind of in front of each other. It's also a little bit longer than the Classy. more kind of side views so you can get an idea. And then I'm going to go ahead and unpack my Classy here, and then we'll go ahead and move everything into the Be Prepared. So in the mommy pocket here, which it does gusset open, the only thing I don't like about this mommy pocket is it's very narrow. I have a very big wallet. This is the double zip wristlet made by the Happy Hippo, and it fits everything in it. The double zip, you can fit a phone in here, which I normally do. I have a couple other random bits and pieces in there. And there's also another zip here where I have my mommy needs. So instead of putting those in a small set or something, I have those all in my wristlet so I can take it out when I'm not with the kids and I don't have to bring my whole bag. There on the interior of the mommy pocket, there's a zip pocket, 2 slit pockets, a key leash, and then the sunglass pocket. I have my keys in the sunglass pocket. In the zip pocket, I just have some Tylenol and Advil, and then I have a little lotion here. That's it for the mommy pocket. Since everything's pretty much in my little wristlet, I don't need to use a lot of the pockets and things in there. In the bottle pockets, one side I have my sunglass case, which this I really like about these zipped pockets. It does fit my really oddly sized and bulky sunglass case quite nicely, and there's still, you know, a couple inches on top. Now anything you do put in these bottle pockets is going to take away from space on the inside. And the other one I just actually have a bottle. Sippy cup for my daughter. I think this is like a 9 or 12 ounce. It's squat. It holds quite a bit of water. And then in the cell phone pocket, I do have an iPhone 6, which I'll kind of show you. There's a few inches, well, more like a couple on top. This is just the regular 6, not the 6 Plus. The interior has a zip closure, and I'll go over the organization after I pull some stuff out. There is a long tail on this, which is kind of annoying, but you just need to tuck it in so it's not hanging out when it's closed. When it's open, it's not annoying at all because you'll see it kind of lets you open it almost like a Super Bee, where you can keep the flap down and see everything. And I really like this packing style. This is more of a vertical packing style. I could have also probably put my sunglasses on top here. It just wouldn't have zipped as well. So there is a smidge of room left right here, but keep in mind I also had these bottle pockets filled, so it squished these two together and it really wouldn't have left too much usable room in there. So I have a Be Quick. This is in the Dream World. This is my diapering, or no, sorry. Normally this is my diapering needs. This is packed up with outfits for my kids. I have 2 pairs of socks. I have a size 5 long sleeve shirt and pants for my daughter, and a 12 to 18 month long sleeve and pants for my son. Then in the large set here in the C ammo, I have my diapering stuff. And in there I have some hand sanitizers tucked on the side. I have this little custom that has trash bags and A&D ointment, booty pod with wipes, some disposable change pads, which I normally use, 2 size 4 diapers, and a 4T5T pull-up. Now you'll be able to see the inside here a little bit better. There are 3 mesh pockets, which are really, really big. They're probably, as far as I can ascertain, other than the Be Prepared, like the biggest mesh pockets in any of the JuJuBe bags. They hold a lot. They're packed full of stuff, and I could still squish more stuff in there. And then there's also a zip pocket. There are no pockets on the sides, but that's because you have the exterior bottle pockets, and anything you put in there is going to take away space from the interior. So in this pocket, I just have my wipes, some boogie wipes. This one only has like 1 in it. Hand and face wipes, some super sensitive hand and face wipes for my son, and some tissues. In this one here, I have just activities for my kids, so a play pack for my daughter, and then some little guys for my son or daughter. And that was a small travel-on packing cube. This is a medium travel-on packing cube. It has snacks in it, all kinds of things, pouches, yogurt drops, almonds, fruit snacks. I have a bib in there for my son, just in case we're out to eat somewhere messy. And last but not least, in the zip pocket, I have my little mini med kit custom piece. And the C ammo, and this just has stuff for minor scrapes or cuts, so Band-Aids, antiseptic, alcohol swabs, that sort of stuff all tucked in there. And that's it for the Classy. And when it's not packed full, you can see how narrow it can be. So it does expand really wide if you stuff it, and it's nice and narrow if it's relatively empty. So we'll start with the bottle pockets on here. Put my daughter's sippy cup. You can see this just like envelops it in the side there. And this one's also big enough for my sunglass case. Most of the bottle pockets on the Jujubee bags are not. Go ahead and unzip the mommy pocket here, and we'll take a look at how that's organized. It is also gusseted. It has 2 photo pockets, and it is kind of a really nice sized mommy pocket. There's 2 big mesh pockets here. Sunglass pocket, this little elastic pocket that matches the print of the bag, key leash, and then this other mesh pocket where I'm going to put my meds. Also, put this has a lot more space for me to shove stuff. Just put my med kit in there, tuck my wallet down in there, and you can see there's still tons and tons of room to put stuff in there. And this one I could actually probably use the key leash. I didn't use it in the Classy because it's in the middle, and that's kind of where I like to put my wallet, because the mommy pocket on the Classy is so narrow and it doesn't really hold stuff very well. It just puckers so much. It's really hard to fit stuff in there, so the best way to put my bulky wallet is in the middle. Phone you could fit here if you have a really small phone, but I usually like to use these sunglass pockets for my phone if there's no cell phone pocket, which there isn't in this. You could also throw some wipes if you want in these picture pockets. I'm sure they'll also fit these. Tissues as well. And I have my lotion, which I'll throw it there. That pretty much takes over the mommy pocket. I could throw some more stuff in there. Honestly, you can shove a lot of stuff in that mommy pocket. Also, just remember I have that memory foam change pad in the back. I'm not going to throw anything in this snap pocket. It is a very good catch-all pocket. We'll go ahead and go over the interior. It's a double zip, and the zipper does go all the way down. It's the interior of the Be Prepared. So you have this little pocket here. There are 2 mesh pockets, a big one and a small one on both sides, and then you have a mesh pocket on either side there. And just to go ahead and show you really quick how a fuel cell fits in both of these, kind of get a size idea. This is a full fuel cell. I have 8 size 4 diapers and like a full pack of wipes in there, which this is also a really great way to store extra diapers. So here is a full fuel cell in the Be Prepared. You can actually fit, this has a portable potty in this fuel cell to give you an idea, and some wipes. You can fit 2 fuel cells easily side by side in a Be Prepared. Let's show you the Classy. Here is the full fuel cell in the Classy, and you definitely have enough room left over where you could fit a Be Quick next to it and some stuff in the pocket. So it does hold quite a bit, even though it looks very narrow. So go ahead and pack up the rest of the stuff that I had in my Classy. I have my snack pouch here that will actually fit horizontally. Have my stuff for my kids. That's the play pack, and my quick, put my wipes, throw those, actually I'll throw those on the side. Could have put them, actually you know what, realistically I'd probably put those in the catch-all pockets for easy access. Large set, and then I still have a ton of room left over. That's everything that I had in the Classy already packed up in the Be Prepared. So some other things that I could put in there just to show you how much more it carries. This is the activity pack for my daughter. It has crayons, coloring books, all kinds of stuff in there. Put that in there. I'll fit the fuel full fuel cell inside there as well. Obviously I could probably even fit this one. We'll put another quick. This just has all my daughter's Shopkins stuff in there. So that's another full Be Quick. And I can even, if you want to carry the extra messenger strap too, if you're not going to carry it, we can put that in there. Now there are these other mesh pockets and things, but with the 2 quicks, the set, and this full fuel cell, doesn't leave me a ton of room to put stuff in there. You can put anything that's not going to take up a lot of space, anything thin or narrow that you want to tuck in there. The really nice thing about the Be Prepared is how it opens, so even with all that stuff in there, I can see all my main pieces that I have in the middle, plus I can still see all my stuff that I have on the side. The only bad part of the Be Prepared is that it's a stretcher bag, so it already has a decent amount of weight to it. When you put all this stuff in it, it makes it super duper heavy. That's why it's not my first choice for a diaper bag. Because of, I mean, this is ridiculously heavy. However, I think it makes a great car bag, or if you're going to hook it to a stroller or something where you're not actually carrying it on your person, it'd be fine. So this is it zipped all the way up on the sides. I still have a little bit of room on the top here if I wanted to squeeze something else. This is just a quick with all kinds of random stuff in it. It's not totally stuff full, but decently stuff full, and that would still fit right on top there. So to recap, that fit everything that the Classy had, plus I have a full packed full fuel cell. I have a quick here, an extra one, plus this extra quick, and still probably cram a couple small things in this little slip pocket here. If I had anything really tiny, I could have probably crammed those in the mesh pocket. I could have fit maybe a smidge more in the mommy pocket, but this is about as full as I would want to comfortably pack this, especially if you're going to carry it. Here it is, all packed up to the brim. Put the Classy next to it. Now granted, the Classy is unpacked, but just give you an idea of how much bigger this Be Prepared is than the Classy. So obviously you could tell that the Be Prepared was a bigger bag to begin with, but now you can see exactly how much bigger it is than the Classy. The Classy is a better size for me with my 2 kids. Honestly, it's a little too big just for a day-to-day with my 2 kids because I kind of minimally pack. The Be Prepared is insanely too big for me for any occasion with my kids other than like a car bag. It's great for like a road trip, which I'm planning on using it when we drive down to Florida. That's, you know, a 15-hour drive with 2 kids. This will be my bag in the car that has all our stuff in it. I will actually probably have a smaller bag to carry in when we go eat or stop at a gas station or that sort of thing, because this is so bulky and heavy and I do not want to carry that around. But it does have its applications if you have a lot of kids, if you have twins or 2 small kids, and you like to carry a lot of stuff on your person to be prepared. Be Prepared, like the name says, is a great bag. Otherwise, I think the Classy is a perfect size for 2 young kids, just for your day-to-day running errands, a couple hours out sort of thing. I would have been the perfect size for me. When my son was a newborn, my daughter was 2, would have fit everything perfectly. So there you have it. I hope that was helpful for you. Kind of long-winded, but you get the idea. Oh my gosh, that's so heavy. Here they are side by side again. And thank you so much for watching.